any effort, any action, any working toward that on our dues? We know that he can, but realistically, his faith without works is dead. So once we say, okay, yeah, when is our time? So we have to be like praying and say, we should already be in our space. Because this don't belong to us. Ain't nothing gonna really belong to us. I hear everybody. But this library will always be welcoming and open to us. It's gonna come a time when we're gonna have to hide away from coming before these people. They're gonna shut the doors on us anyway. When I say hide, I ain't saying we hide, I'm saying we literally got a spot to get to that we don't have to be invaded by what other people say, the time limit, this and that. So we do have to be mindful of that. And it's so hard, it ain't really hard for me to say, but I know it's hard for a lot of people to get it to understand, and it's not hard for me to say that we should be paying, and we're not going to put $1 on your tithe and offering. I can't say, brother, bring $100 a month, or bring $50 or $25. What was the church, what was they doing? What was the people who was following y'all, what they was doing? They was bringing whatever they had. Whatever, the 2 mites, they was bringing their lady. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then you had the Pharisees and the Sadducees who was puffed up and they was, oh yeah, you know, yada, yada, yada. So I'll give $100, but they was doing it for show. Mm-hmm. They was trying to be big show. Oh, man. You see what I'm saying? Right. But we have to know that we are, and you know what a lot of us say, well, I know the church take tithes and offering, they do yada, yada, yada. We ain't got to do what they do. We have to do what y'all say. He tell us to bring it to the storehouse. We don't do it like them. Brother James, Brother Boaz ain't gonna split the money and they drive them a Maserati. You know what I'm saying? While we right here eating the crumbs off the table. That's what the church do. That's not what the people of God do. We don't do that. The chosen one of Israel, we don't do that. We help each other.
It's true. You just hit on something, man. Straight scripture. When the rich man came into the temple, and they were putting their money in, and the poor lady came in and she put that one little
2 mites,
and he said, I want y'all to know that out of everything that was put in, it was this woman's who was more in abundance than everybody else. Oh man,
because it came from where?
Mm-hmm. It came from her heart.
There you go.
Right.
From her brother Ben.
Yeah, but there was actually a guy that complained about what she put in.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wasn't it Jesus? Or
it was.
Somebody was speaking at the time said, no, that woman is put in 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. She put in more than what you put in.
Well, you have to realize too, y'all lessons like Sister said, I agree with everything that she said. We have to make plans to grow.
Yeah.
We can't say small. We can't keep depending on the library. We can't keep going to burn out here trying to get this and that. We gotta have our own. And we should have learned that from the Passover. Because the Passover said we cannot eat no place else but the sanctuary that was built, that He built, that He blessed us to build in His sanctuary. So we're gonna do Passover and feast. We gotta have our own. We can't go and say, okay, I'm gonna rent this hotel room, I'm gonna rent this place over here, according to the scripture. We gotta start taking up some kind of money collections to grow and save. Right now, while we're in the library, like we had a conversation a long time ago, we have to start taking up something to have money for. We have to go and rent something just for a day. Like last week, I had to go somewhere, listen at this whole library book. Lady showed it to me, the whole thing was booked, this and that. We cannot stop the Sabbath, we cannot stop the Shabbat, because those commandments that we keep the Shabbat going. If ain't nothing wrong with us, we must continue the Shabbat. They got to go on. So therefore, we have our own. We don't have to worry about that. Somebody's qualified to come in and preach and teach, and everybody still gather together. Mm-hmm. We cannot stop because somebody can't come or this and that was going on. We have to keep the Shabbat going according to the commandment, because then we're breaking the commandment. So we have to look for the future, like Jay was doing. We have to look for the future. As we have a building, we have to have somebody in charge of that. Everybody, that's why he said there's no Jew, no Greek, no Gentile, no male, female. It doesn't mean, it means everybody have a position in their body.
Yes, in their body.
That's what that means. Because woman is a woman. The Jew is a Jew, and the Greek is a Greek. The bond is a bond, and the free is a free. So therefore, that don't mean that's a parable. It means we're all one body in Yeshua. I mean, we got positions and authority. All of us got gifts to help this body come together. Like, but I said, that I can't say I don't need the ear. The ear can't say I don't need the toes can't say I don't need this and that, whatever. Because we're one body. Everybody can't do everything.
That's right.
Jay may be the one to take over, like, finding the building, finding location, this and that, whatever. Sister would be the one that take control of the money coming in, this and that, whatever. All of us got positions that we don't have to uphold. And you know your position, you got to uphold that position. That way, me and him don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, you got that. You got the preaching, I got the preaching. Everybody's got everything else. The house is firmly built together. But without all these bodies and positions, it'll be tear apart. Well, this person ain't doing that. Why they ain't done? Why this and why they doing ain't paid? Why this going on? Why the lights off? We come to the sanctuary, the lights off. Why this ain't getting paid? Why this and that? Whatever. Everybody got a position in the house of Yah. Everybody gonna have a position, so we have to be obedient to God. We have to grow. He didn't give us this to just stand still. He gave us this to grow and bring in people that's ready to eat this food, ready to come out of this filthy world.
You know what? You just hit on something. Bringing in people that are ready to eat this food. And you know what? I gotta say, from the time that I've been here, okay, and that you guys are accepting me, I believe the only other person that's been here is this brother right here.
Oh, yeah.
Man. I mean, because I was still going to ask whatever happened to all the other brothers that were here on my first day that I came. I can't even think of their names now. You know, they came and then now they gone. And, you know, that's what, to me, shows, like, strength in numbers.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? Because it takes for somebody to keep coming back that you know we on the right track. You know what I mean? Because literally, this right here, this is all I see. And, you know, Corinthian, Jay, and Jack, you know, those main leaders, that's it right there. That's us right there. Now it's time for us like to try to go out and gather others, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And see, just let them come in and see if they want to stay, because it'll be on there and on their soul.
Yeah.
We done brought them in, but let's see what happens. How I work this, you know?
I was just going to say, I like the way you describe it because that's what the Bible says. Like we're parts of the body.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own function.
Right.
None is more important than the other.
Right.
That's right.
That's right. Then also said the part of your body that you barely use, you cannot say that Bible is not, that part is not important. So we can have somebody doing something in, like, for example, in a little
You never
thing.
know what they doing.
You never know what they're doing, but they miss a week. Wow, why this ain't gonna know? Who don't do this? That person that nobody pay attention to, like your body, for example, your right here. You don't pay no attention, but this is important. This helps everything else stay together. But we don't even look at it with my shoulder. What does my shoulder do? But it's needed. Like, for example, you're young. You need it.
Oh, yeah.
You need it because we have to start giving out flyers. Because we have to go grow. We have to go feed the sheep. Because we had this in class this morning about my pastors feed themselves, but they don't feed the flock. All of us eat. All of us read. All of us study. We have to go and teach. We have to go and teach. We have to go advertise. We got to go get our flights. We got to go get all that. We have to grill in. We got to go fishing. Jesus said, Peter, love without me. Yes, Lord, I love you. Feed my flock. Said, Peter, love without me. Yes, Lord, you know I love you. Feed the lamb. Yes, one more time, Peter got mad. Peter loves without me. Yes, Lord, you know I love you through all things. Feed the sheep. So he's telling them that we have to go out fishing and feeding people. We cannot eat this food, all this stuff. When we come in and get soak up all this stuff, when we leave here also, we gotta go feeding people. I look forward to that. They're like Wednesday, I was got off work. I said I'm gonna barbecue today because I got off work, barbecue with some food, this and that. Well, I'm about to meet so I seen this guy. I said, brother, how you doing? Do you read the Bible? I actually read first because I want to hear him. Yeah, I read the Bible. And he was like real aggressive. I said, no. I said, well, do you know who you are about? Do you know your nationality? It doesn't matter. What do you mean? What do you mean? What nationality? It doesn't matter who I said. I said, no, but I said, and I had to calm down again. I said, bro, I'm not trying to offend, but I'm saying that. Do you know who you are in the Bible? It doesn't matter. As long as you don't love your enemies. I said, how can you love your enemy without knowing scripture? I said, do you know who you are in the Bible? It doesn't matter. I'm saying I've been in prison all the time, got all these books. I said, no, I asked you that. I said, brother, listen. I said 144,000 to a tribe, right? Revelation 7:14. I said, those are the ones made to the kingdom. I said, again, you have to know who you are in the Bible to know your position in the Bible. I said, you've been called Afro-American, you've been called this and that, Haitian, Dominican, all those words. I said, now who are you in the Bible? I said, Jesus said I was on the sense of the lost house of the tribe of Israel. And he was like, real hot. He was like, real hot. He was going, no, brother, he was going off. And I said, okay. And then I got 10 pounds on leg quarter. He said, man, that's all you got. He's like, laugh. So he found a laugh. I said, wow, this ain't no 10 pounds on leg quarter. So I said, and we got in line. He's still looking at my leg quarter. He said, man, ain't no 10 pounds. I said, go ahead and 10 pounds. And we started laughing. I said, brother, we went to the line. I said, man, come to my car. So he came to my car. I gave him the flyer for the slab. He said, yeah, man, I'd like to come, see what y'all do. I said, yeah, just come and join us. I said, you're welcome to come, brother. This and that, man. That's why I said there was a number of callers. It's not. I'm saying that every opportunity we get to go feed the sheep, go talk to people, real people in, we have to do it no matter where you at.
That's true.
We have to let them know that we are trying something.
One time, another started to happen. You know, black girls started to wear those African dresses again.
That's she's.
So that's, are we supposed to wear those? Or are those just like something?
What you talking about for men or women? What?
Just both. They wear these like pattern, like colorful African dressing.
Those that sheep.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know
okay.
why? Yeah, it's okay because nobody is making Hebrew dresses.
That's right. And
so your shirt you got is not Hebrew made. So everything in America is made either by somebody in America, somebody by a foreign country, and it's not from Jerusalem. So I mean, what else you want? You don't want to do not do nothing, right? Right? Okay.
And you gotta remember.
Well, he's first.
You also gotta remember, man. Remember these customs. When it comes to African culture, remember when we came to Africa, a lot of these cultures we started adapting to because we were hiding from our enemies at that time. So we were coming in and we were taking into some of these cultures while we were still doing our own cultures. Okay.
To this day.
Yeah.
A lot of them over there. Yeah.
So it's like it becomes our culture in a way. You see what I'm saying? Just like the sister said, ain't nobody from Jerusalem making anything for us.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what we have. You know what I mean? That's what we,
And better yet, sorry.
Yeah, better mention.
Well, I just remember reading like a week or so ago about in the Bible it says, that his people should wear white. I just wondered, at the.
That's in what
Well,
chapter is that?
Go ahead.
well, you gotta understand. That's why. That's why we had the designer missionary and this and that. You look up dress, Israelite dress. It says in here that the Israelites wore whatever color pertaining to how happy they was, sad they was, whatever mood they was going through. Stuff we had, and remember Joseph had a coat of many colors and all that kind of stuff. Even the women, they had like many colors on their coat. So it's like Africa, and that's why I think they kind of adopted that from the Israelites, because Africa, you see their dress code. You see, they have naked all the time. So I think they, those dashikis and stuff, I think they got that from the Israelites. I actually think that's where they get that from. Because in this John different, when he said look up dress code and clothing, they said the Israel, they tell you about the hats we wore with names of them, what color we wear. And he said according to the mood that the Israelite was in, that's what color they put on.
Yeah, but I think it was mainly referring to while they're, in the church.
Oh, saying white for actually in church?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying now. Okay, now I understand. No, yeah.
So you said different colors represents the mood you're in, like how.
Yeah, like for morning, I guess they have on black. I guess they feel them whatever they wore different. I mean,
so basically like an emo. A goth.
Different colors.
A gothic person.
I mean.
No, not a gothic person, because majority of gothic they wear all black, but they represent their black for Satan.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when we wore it, just meant so. It's like Jesus said, mourn with the one that mourn, and weep with the one that mourns, and happy. He wants us. We changed up with them. So therefore, like for example, what got me with Christianity, what I hate with Christianity, I hate. You know, when you went to what's the name, I'm mad at that.
No, man.
The Christian, they said a homegoing celebration. They didn't have a party at your funeral.
Yeah.
They dance, they shout, your body's sitting right there. They dance, they
Celebration.
shout, they celebration, they do a homegrown celebration. The Bible says mourn with those that mourn, weep with those that's a weeping event.
Mhm.
I totally disagree with that. And I said, well, where's that in the Bible that you do all this partying while this person is dead?
Mhm.
Big easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they eat, they have a after the thing,
Yeah, that big old banquet.
banquet
Yeah,
dancing
feast,
and all
yeah,
that.
feast after
Sometimes right there in the sanctuary.
And I think some,
Wait, but now, I think I've read, y'all correct me.
Okay.
When, yeah, I can give you.
Yes, good.
Hey,
I know you,
Hold on.
no, go ahead.
I'll probably look for it. But,
Mm-hmm.
the scripture is saying like when a child is born
Mm-hmm.
into the
That's in
world, they
Ecclesiastes.
shall be weeping,
Mm-hmm.
and when they pass, it
Mhm.
shall be joyful. That's not.
that's right.
Yeah.
But when you go to more detail, like understand scripture, when you go in more detail, you read this whole Bible, and you read, even with Jesus, when the lady had a son at the funeral, they were mourning and crying, and he came and he healed the son inside the casket. When he healed, it was live. They were actually going to bury him. They was actually going to bury him. They were mourning and weeping, going to his casket. And then the lady that was a prophetess, she died. And Peter came here, they were mourning and crying. And then Abraham, when he passed, everybody was crying for weeks and days and months. Isaac, when he died, everybody was crying for weeks and days and months. All these prophets in the Bible, when you see when they died, everybody mourned for weeks and days and times. You don't see that they had feasts in the scripture in the Bible. So what I'm trying to say is that every bit according to actual person died in the Bible, it was always mourning and weeping, was never rejoicing. So I remember that scripture you said in Ecclesiastes, I think, but the actual things that happened in the Bible, he said mourn and weep was on this week. Like when Job went through what he went through, they supposed to came to mourn with Job. It's not they were coming in, you know what I'm saying? So what I say his kids said this, he lost everything. It's not you go and mourn with him, you don't go and rejoice over somebody. So think about it, how can I take you rejoicing when I just lost something real close to me?
Exactly.
How can y'all come and rejoice? Y'all, I don't see y'all from time to time. Now everybody come in and want to know. I disagree with that according to scripture.
well, there was what you call it. Is they found Jesus' tomb, Yahshua's tomb. All right, because when my teacher went up there, it was in Israel, I think. I'm not Iraq. One of them. They said that the people were like dancing, like different people were dancing, being happy that he died. Other people were like sad. So I don't know. Like different religions have different.
Yeah, I think. See, that's the problem. Different religions, Jehovah's Witnesses, they celebrate Jesus' death. That's to celebrate his death. Jehovah's Witnesses do.
That's what Christmas is like. I think
That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's supposed to be his birth. This supposed to so-called be his birth, but they actually celebrate it. You can tell you, they celebrate Jesus' death.
Yeah.
They celebrate his death.
What they call Passover. They call it the Lord's evening meal. They call it celebration of Christ's death.
Christ's death.
Yeah. And if the way you listen to it, like the way I can see it now, that's something detestable. And like I don't know if I keep explaining it to y'all. Like when you sit down, like say we was at the bread and wine Passover, right? Let's say this will be the bread. I'll pass to you. Just pass it around without you eating, and it'll go all the way around this table. And you won't. Yeah, if you're not 144,000, you won't partake of that bread or drink that wine.
Who in that could choose who's not?
Exactly.
Well, they
see a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Leadership.
that governing body, so to speak. It's this group of old men, yeah, and they claim they're 144,000. And I'm way my mom would say it back then, oh, they all old and about all of them about passed away. I'm sitting there scratching my head. I'm like, that's not making no sense. But like when my brother used to get on me, this before I woke up, have you read your Bible? And I was about to, yeah, and I said, man, he's right. And when I started my journey through the Bible and got finally to Revelation, it kept talking about Israel. And then the 144,000, which is what? Of Israel. They only talked about them too. They ain't talking about nobody else. So I'm scratching my head. I'm like, well, where these other people come in at? Because it's only talking about Israel. And I kept saying this ain't even talking to me. I was that stupid. I didn't realize I was Israel. So I'm sitting there like, man, wait, they not Israelites. And then I'm like, I'm still scratching my head. Something ain't right. Try to take it to my mom. She get mad. But again, if you read for yourself, don't let no man mislead you. You see.
I remember heard they said it's black. Like when I try to preach to one of the students, you know what I'm talking about. You talk about this is a black Bible. Get your black Bible out of here. It's a fake Bible.
No, well, like I said, you could take an NIV Bible. They're all one thing. All these books, okay. Just like I told this Gentile, I had to show y'all when I'm hook it up. So all this. I'm gonna ask y'all the same question. All these books, who are they talking about?
Same thing, Israelites.
Israelites. I don't care if it's NIV, King James, all this stuff talking about Israel. Yeah, all of it's talking about Israel. So my question is, if they in whatever religion and they love Jesus,
Christian.
right? Ask them, what happened to the people of the book? Where are they?
Because one of the students got so mad because
when you it's crazy because when you say that, man, think about it. Everybody holds on to this book so near and dear, and the minute you ask them where is Israel, they're like, oh, well, Israel is not in it no more. So then that means this book should be obsolete. Okay? That means every word in here is not real, and we're not turning the page day by day going through this life. Okay, where is Israel?
Well, it's like what they told us, it's spiritual Israel now, right? No, y'all heard that before. But they asked them, where is spiritual Israel in the Bible? Because there ain't nowhere in here showing where they got cut off forever. I ain't never seen that in there where they got cut off just forever. And then he just took everybody else in, and they ain't got to follow no law, but the Israelites got punished for not following the law, right?
Wait, there is a something that he says though. He said that I turned I
To a
turned
new
away.
nation?
I think that's what it is. Is he gave the other nations grace just to provoke us so that we will come back to him.
But see, again, when I start getting deep into the study, and I kind of understand what Musa was saying now a little bit, but like doing the deeper study, when you go to Isaiah 14, that is my favorite scripture. If you're not cleaving to Israel, that's a wrap. That's why I said we know what we worship was salvation is of the Jews, right? If you're not cleaving to Israel, doing everything they doing, believing on Yeshua, all that, you done. It's a wrap. You never gonna be a but the Israelites, no matter what. I don't care how well you follow the law better than you think than an Israelite, you still not gonna be a but Israel. You see?
That's true.
So it's like they saying because I got one guy, because I wish I hooked that up for y'all. He said he grafted in and he's adopted. I kid you not. He stood right in my house and said that.
Huh?
Yeah. He said he adopted and grafted in. And I'm sitting there like, how you grafted into a bloodline?
Wait, what color? He's a Gentile?
He was a Gentile.
A white man?
Yeah, he said he was, he grafted.
What scripture? What scripture he said that?
He gave no scripture. Well, the only scripture he gave that entire whole long battle was John 3:16. Yep. And he argued me down, and I liked how my wife had my back. And she asked him one question, and it flipped him out. He flipped out. He literally, his head started shaking. He was going crazy. And he started calling the apostles idiots because they followed the Sabbath on Sunday. Yeah.
He lost. He had a demon.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. But, like I said, I'm going to hook it up for y'all. I want y'all to see all this. I had a whole class I wanted to do.
He's a white man.
No, but see, again, it ain't about color because you're gonna come against Israel. Israel gonna fight you tooth and nail because they love their Christian church. Israel love Christianity. You gonna find this out. I'm sorry, brother. You better bring it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, after you're done.
Oh yeah. No, you got to bring it out because I can go on forever.
Well, I was just going to say, I've never heard of spiritual.
Spiritual Israel, never.
You talk about it's in the Bible.
Yeah, they can't show you the scriptures out here. Sorry, bro.
But where I was really going was it's called the D.O.C, where they were dissipated throughout the planet. And,
Right. Yep.
Well, I like to say, I realize that other nations will go to the kingdom. Other nations will go to the kingdom for this scripture right here, Revelation 13 and 10. He said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patient of the faith of the saints. So therefore, he that leadeth to captivity must go. Now, they're going to have to go into captivity in the last days, right? These are the heathens. These are the people that did us in. These are people that did us wrong. They're going into captivity, so they got to come to the kingdom. They'll be servants They will not be us. They'll not be us. They'll be servants of. And the scripture right telling you that. And the one that killed us with the sword, they're going to die with the sword. And I mean, this is in the book of Revelation. So those nations are going to count. They're going to the kingdom, but they're going to be servants. Not serving like they did us. I mean, it's going to be more blasphemy that they. If I was another nation, I'd rather be this servant than a burn. I'll get killed with a sword. I'd rather cleave, like he said, I'd rather cleave to Israel.
Yeah.
I'd rather cleave to Israel than to get in captivity and instead of, I'd rather have to be in captivity than burn forever. Eternal fire, darkness.
Well, you can burn a lot of people, but
So, I don't want to burn it all.
yeah.
I don't get a whole world, I want to burn it out, man.
So many people, like, at first, I, like, really think, like, majority of people gonna burn anyhow, so why should I care at first? That's how I thought at first. Like, I was a Christian in the point of view. I really thought that, okay, if I just sit here, and I just could burn with everybody else, because majority of the earth is going to hell, to lake of fire. Like,
But like when they taught us when we was when I was at JW, they said there was no hell, there was no fiery place. They said when you die, you're just gonna sleep.
That's what we're telling you.
That's what they tell you. But when you read the scriptures, he keep telling you you're gonna burn forever. You're gonna burn forever. They keep saying that, and I'm like, well, how they say that's symbolic?
Symbolic. They want you to burn forever.
They want you to burn forever because they say anyone adding or taking from this scroll, all the curses gonna be upon them. So they know exactly what they're doing, because even in their Bible they say that.
it's gonna burn for eternity?
Yeah, but by taking, out of the scroll, you add and taking away, and that's what they're doing. They add and taking away, because like even in NIV, it's certain scriptures. It's just a line through it.
Yeah, it's some stuff like that in our Bible also.
What, King James?
Yeah, it's like it's a line to it.
And
You
what?
say
Which one?
Ezekiel, I think it would say Ezekiel, and that'd be it on the bottom, like with just 2 lines. It just say Ezekiel to it.
You got to show me that scripture.
Okay.
Let's say that, because I ain't seen. I've been reading through it. I haven't seen
Some
it.
people start playing
Like I said, I'm not gonna sit and say that they haven't touched the Bible. They haven't touched all these books. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man, because these demons, man. I mean, I don't know. It's like when you think about it, all these different religions, all these different cults, all these, they go up to because they got their one power, which is Lucifer. You know what I mean? And the best trick Lucifer ever did on man was to have man believe he didn't exist. So here it is with all these different religions, all these different laws, and their own textures and all these things. And the minute you bring out this truth, you get chastised, you get burned. These people, they try to get and inflict pain on you so that they can recruit other people. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on, it's like the whole majority rules. If you look at somebody and you say they're wrong and everybody else got your back, then evidently he must be wrong. You see what I'm saying? And that's how all these other, these cults came up into the world. You know what I mean? That's why, like I was saying, man, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be...
Well, Satan turned himself to an angel of light.
Crazy. Yeah.
He turned himself to an angel of light. A lot of people waiting on that to happen, but it already done happen. You see what I'm saying?
Did y'all hear about this balloon? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know what really irritates me? The 9/11 attack. I really think that was the government. Because it doesn't make any sense. They've been searching for someone for 10 years all the way from... How they gonna find someone from that? How they gonna find someone from that far distance?
You're right.
Like, there's so many people that could do something like that. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, talk to me after, and I'll tell you about that. But now we need to stay on.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. All right. Yeah, because it was another lesson, but I'm gonna say that for next week. However, I'm gonna give him a chapter for that guy that's still above you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you Ezekiel. All right, I'm gonna give you Ezekiel 20.
What was that about?
It's about the homosexual.
Okay.
That he think he a Jew.
Yeah.
Well, I'm finna show you because I had to use the same scripture on that guy in my house, and he wanted to run from it, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. I'm gonna give it to everybody. So Ezekiel 20, and this is the second Exodus. Everybody want to say that this didn't happen. This has not happened. We have not went into the land yet. This will knock down a lot of stuff. Yeah, and Deuteronomy is our foundation. So is Leviticus 26. But there's other scriptures that talk clearly that this is us, and this is why they took the Apocrypha. There's a few things I'm gonna give you, but I give you everybody turn to Ezekiel 20, and we're gonna start at verse 32. Yep. I'll write that down. It's kind of.
They don't speak to me now.
What chapter is Ezekiel?
Well, the thing is, a lot of especially Arabs, they know.
They know.
When you wear these,
coming.
they know you. They know who you are, and they're like, "Oh man, he don't woke up." This is prophecy. Yeah, it's yeah. But let's go to Ezekiel 20 and start on verse 32, and I'm gonna read that for you. It's just a little
I already
something
got
that
this.
you got it? Yeah, but you know how to break it down.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Let me start. It says, everybody there? It says, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the country to serve wood and stone. 33. As I live, says Yahuwah Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, I will rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and we will gather you out of the countries where you were scattered. Okay? Y'all follow along now. With a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out. Now see that part right there? He want to say, oh, that was Europe. That was Europe. Keep reading. It says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there I will plead with you face to face. This is talking about face to face like he did with our fathers when we was in Egypt. Right. So we'll break this down. 36. Like as I plead with your father, see, in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so I will plead with you, says Yahuwah. Now, see this part right here in 36. He's letting you know. Now you're going to know who I am. I'm letting you know I'm your heavenly Father. Ain't gonna no excuse. Okay? 37. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the countries where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. Let me break this down to you. And I will purge out from you, among you, the rebels. Now I want you to think about the land that's over there now, right? Don't they have that gay parade, Tel Aviv?
In the beaches, it was a Jewish thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Think about it. He said, I'm going to purge out the rebels among you who transgress against me. That means if you're going against his law, you're not going into Israel.
That's right.
How can they possibly be the people and they're back in the land? You see that? That can't be them. Because when he purge out the rebels. All right? Let's keep going. Because some people may still have some doubt. He said, and I'll read it again. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the countries where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. It says, as for you, O house of Israel, thus says Yahuwah Elohim, go ye serve ye every one his idols, and hereafter also, if ye will not hearken unto me, but pollute ye my holy name no more with your gifts and your idols, for in my holy mountain, and the mountain of the high of Israel, says Yahuwah Elohim, there shall all of the house of Israel. See that part? There all the house of Israel. All of them in the land serve me. They ain't say a few. They ain't say a couple. They ain't say a pocket here, pocket there. They say all. When you come into that land, all gonna be serving him. Everybody ain't serving him in Israel right now. Right? Everybody not serving him. It says, there I would accept them, and there I will require your offerings and the first fruits of your obligation, all of your holy things. And it says, 41, I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will sanctify you before the heathens. That has not happened. 42. And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah when I shall bring you into the land of Israel, into the country for which I lift up my hand to give it to your fathers. It says, and there shall ye remember your ways and all your doings, wherein ye have been defiled, and ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that ye have committed. I don't see nobody loathing for what they done did. I don't see that happening. Do y'all? Does that mean we still in the Gentile times, right? Right? Mm-hmm. That's Luke 20, 24, 21, right? Let's get that real quick. Let's get that. Mm-hmm. Luke 21, 24, I'm sorry. Luke 21, 24.
Luke chapter 21?
Mm-hmm. Luke 21, 24.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
You got it highlighted?
Yeah, got blue. I got like a scripture highlight. I forgot the.
Mm-hmm. Right. There we go. Okay. I mean, you could start at 20 and go to 24, but I just read the it says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into what? All nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Jerusalem is still trodden down and tore up. That's why they got border lines through there. They still fighting and killing each other.
Trying to stay in the world, stay in the land that ain't theirs.
Ain't theirs. I can give you more scriptures and show when we go into the land it'll be peace.
Yeah.
And they ain't just say just Judah, because everybody over there claim they Judah. So where everybody else at? Our Father said when all of Israel come back. You see what I'm saying? And Hosea even said it. He said Judah and Israel gonna choose one leader, and they're gonna come together, and they're going back in the land. Ain't gonna be no more two kingdoms, no more south, north. Nope. We come back as one big family, everybody, and we going home.
And Yahushua did say that he came. I came to put the two houses whole.
See,
man,
they know who we are.
Man.
Make no mistake, they know who we are. Okay. That's just a little preview for next week. I got way more scriptures to get down into that because, like I said, when we went at it with that Gentile, he didn't. Oh, let's talk about something else. I'm like, what? Oh yeah,
they love that.
Oh yeah, let's talk about something. No, come on now. So, yeah, but let's close out. It's way more scriptures. Way more.
So adultery and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So that means
Where do we
like all
41 or 14?
What's that?
On
Luke.
Ezekiel.
Oh, what was that? Ezekiel 20? Yeah, Ezekiel 20, verse 32. And you go all the way down to verse 43. Mm-hmm. And we jumped from there, we went to Luke 21, 24.
Right.
And that precept of that is Ezekiel 12. What was it? Ezekiel, let me get that for you real quick. Hold on, y'all. I quote the wrong scripture. Ezekiel 12, 14. That's the precept to Luke 21, 24.
no adultery, no lust.
You gotta pray. You gotta constantly stay in prayer. Constantly. Remember, how demons and spirits rest on you, you have to give them permission to do that. When you start feeling yourself drifting like that, you gotta get in prayer. You gotta get in your word. Fasting helps too.
Fasting and prayer.
So that means no
Charity.
So that means no Romeo and Juliet, basically.
That's a weird word. That stuff. Weird word gets you in trouble. Get you in trouble.
You know I'm talking about that book.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That is pretty much God lusting and adultery.
you see, the world pretends like sex is harmless.
It's the most dangerous
It is
thing.
very dangerous. It's not something to be played around with. You see what I'm saying? When you have engaged in sexual intercourse with a woman, a man and woman, that's only supposed to be in between marriage. You're supposed to be married. That you consummate your marriage. That's supposed to be a lifetime thing. That's not something just to be playing around with to have fun.
And what we do, what God said when we do that, fornication, sexual intercourse, out of the word of God,
That's good about.
guess what? Huh?
Good about.
Yeah. Guess what?
Praise.
We do. Look, we sin against our own body. That's when all of the diseases come in. Drugs.
HIV.
Oh,
So I think HIV was, HIV was probably created. Or that was created.
I didn't even know that if a man sleeps with a woman, that if he enters that woman, that he stays in that woman, even when he's gone. What he left in that woman, it stays in that woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
And then she goes on to another man.
So
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah, it's deep. It's more deep
So
than
now,
that.
I was,
guess what? You sleeping with who I was slept with.
So wait a second. So I'm technically sleeping after another dude, basically.
Yeah. That's what the scripture
that's why I
say.
say,
that.
listen, man, man, get right, man, because when I
That's why
found
the Bible
that
says
out,
you're
I
not
was scared.
prostitute your daughters. People don't understand that. Because prostitute your daughter is let her have a boyfriend before marriage. So if a parent let her daughter go out, and meet a boy, this boy, that boy, they're prostituting their daughters, so their daughters are prostitutes.
Basically.
That quite the scripture is.
And basically,
And it's one of the scriptures.
See, we just didn't hear this when we was young.
They don't teach you that.
So we was going on with
Boy.
the
They don't
flow. But now the truth is, don't get to give it to you,
teach you to get right.
because you young. And you ain't crossed that threshold yet.
I'm telling you, man, just listen. Like I said, you're gonna have to take that beating, brother, because it is love.
I don't get beatings anymore.
No,
Not
not
like
like
that.
That's
not
not
what
the
we're talking
beating. We're
about.
talking about the spiritual beating.
Yeah.
Because I told you it's love, man. Because I'm saying, man, listen, I've been called gay. I've been called all types of things because I didn't do what everybody else was doing. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about, dude, I went through school. I had probably 2 girlfriends while I was in school. But then I found out, like, I didn't want to have nobody. Oh, you don't want to take me? Man, listen, rumor went around I was gay. I got hit on by a gay guy. I heard you was gay. No, I'm not gay, man. You know, just because I didn't want to go through that. So I'm telling you, man, it's best to stay right. You're going to have to take this beating, brother. You're going to have to take it, man.
The beating better than sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
Make a sure watch between me and D while we out, one for another. And she was on my name, y'all. Thank you, Father. So be it.
So be it.
Yep.